Okay, so guys, I moved to Miami December 2020, the day after Christmas. I honestly, words cannot describe how much my life has changed, how many people I've met, how many different opportunities I've gotten, the different culture, the international presence, being able to network and meet a girl or a business guy or a business mogul. Like, I was at dinner the other day with a buddy of mine and we're just talking to the people next to us, and the guy's literally sold 4 different companies, net worth of probably $400 million. That's the kind of things that randomly happen when you're in a national hub like Miami, New York, or California. I'm not saying it can't happen anywhere else in the world, you don't know, but it's more likely to happen here when you're around these hot spots like the main hotels, like the Satai, the W, the One Hotel. And I saw a Lamborghini.
Major distribution labels call me Bad Bunny numbers, it's a robbery.
I grew up in Michigan. I'm born and raised in Michigan. I'm 26 years old. I moved when I was 24. I was selling real estate there, and I'm like, you know what, dude, I want to change. I want more. I want to make content. I want to show like a different style of life, because I vacationed here my whole life. And I'm like, why vacation here? Why don't I live here and vacation in Michigan? Literally, like, I can't think of how quickly my stuff has grown and how big it's gotten. It's not even big yet. But like, how much has changed in the amount of time that it's happened. It's like absolutely surreal. I've saved money on taxes. I've met some of the biggest like, I was out to dinner a year ago with a boxer and their manager, and another boxer's girlfriend was there. Floyd Mayweather's girlfriend was just sitting next to us, or one of them. And she was wearing probably a $50,000 Rolex, I don't know, an $80,000 tennis chain, 5 Cartier bracelets, and it's like, it doesn't impress me or whatever. It's just like cool that like those kind of people are, you see those kind of people almost every day. You rub shoulders with them. I lived in a building with Brandon Marshall, one of the goalies for the Columbia soccer team. I met Nicky Jam in person. I met Nicky Jam's number. Like, that stuff wouldn't just happen so like frequently. And one of the buildings, I lived in Paramount Miami World Center, which is honestly one of the coolest buildings in Miami. That building in 7601 Treasure, that property, those two are probably the most undervalued buildings in Miami as of right now. Paramount, yes, it is high, but there is so much like retail migrating under the actual development, which is the second largest urban development aside from the Hudson Yards in the country right now. So I'm working on a deal right now with I'm working on a deal right now with the top 10 athlete in the world to purchase in that building because of the networking that was done in Miami. It just wouldn't happen in Michigan, funny enough. My guy Carter, if you're watching, I appreciate you, brother. My guy Carter, who's gonna help me with that guy who's an athlete manager, is from Michigan. It's not by mistake that Miami is the healthiest city. It is the happiest city in the country. Everybody's happy, everybody's fit, everybody's working out, the ocean, the beach, the energy. It's unbelievable here. I can't even explain to you how much my life has changed. And if you guys have not moved away from your hometown, I'm not saying you gotta jump in and pack your bags and leave everybody, but you should experiment. You should, if you can work remote, or if you can take a couple weeks PTO, go to Miami. Go get an Airbnb, try different spots, like try Broward County, try Fort Lauderdale, try Miami. You guys kind of know what vibe you would want based off of your age and your liking and your preference, right? If you're 40 years old, Miami may not be for you. You may want Naples, you may want Boca. For me, like a couple things that I want to do while I'm still young and I don't have a wife and kids, and even if I do, I want to live in New York for 6 months. Like, I love the energy of New York. I've never lived there because it's a vacation spot, and it's like a 2-3 day vacation. It's like Vegas. Like, after that, I need to work. There needs to be some other purpose and reason why I'm there. And I also want to live in Europe for 6 months, even though I've never traveled to Europe. I know. I've never left the country aside from Mexico for spring break. Say what you want, okay? I'm stacking my bread. And once the bread's overflowing, then I'll go wherever I want. But right now we're focused on the Nucci brand and growing that thing. But let's talk about what I don't like. I will talk about 2 or 3 things that I just absolutely hate about Miami. 1, the traffic is so effing annoying. And it's not only it's annoying because traffic, nobody knows how to drive. Like, nobody knows how to drive, and it is absolutely outrageous, for 1. For 2, the restaurants are great, okay, don't get me wrong, but the service sometimes is absolutely piss poor. And it blows my mind that some of these, you're spending $300-400 on a dinner for you and one other person, and that's the service you get. That's like, I'm not the guy to complain unless it's absolutely ridiculous, but That's the other thing I don't like. A lot of people can be a little superficial and fake with you. Like, oh yeah, man, for sure, let's network, let's make a video together, let's collab, blah, 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 and then they ghost you or like don't answer you ever again, or like just unfollow you, whatever. It's just, or everyone tries to put on a front like that they have more money than they actually do, and it's not real. But again, a lot of the people that I'm friends with here, that I'm really good friends with, I've met from living in the Paramount Miami World Center, and they're all not from Miami. I stayed down here for a couple weeks when I first began to work remotely at the age of 23 years old, so 3 years ago, and I met this girl who was 10 years older than me from another country, and the accent and just a different culture, the culture shock and how they operate in Europe. She was from Portugal. I dated her for a year actually, and it made me really just put things into perspective, like, oh my God, I never even heard an accent like that. Like, I've never even gotten food cooked for me like that. Like, there's so many, you don't know what you don't know, and you have to go experience it, man. You gotta try. Like, I used to be a homebody, but now I can't, I don't wanna say I can't stay away from going out, but like I just thrive from meeting other people and hearing other ideas. And the other day I met a guy that we've been going back and forth with on social for 2 years. I finally met him and I was like, damn, this guy's cool as fuck. Like, we just shot the shit. He introduced me to a lot of people. Shout out to Darren. And it was just, it's like electrifying, dude. He gave me ideas. I met some other people, and then as I'm sitting there and going out in public, you see different things, you hear different things, and it can inspire you and motivate you. I'm telling you right now, like, it'll change your life if you leave your hometown, dude. Just try it. You only get one life. And I'm telling you, it is the hands down best decision I've made. From my body, my finances, my health in general, my happiness overall, it has changed 10x, tenfold. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, or if there's any videos you want me to make on certain restaurants, places, excursions, hotels, whatever, or you have a question, I have a full guide on all the places you can visit that I just mentioned. Like, if you want seafood, if you want steak, you want a hotel, you want a spa, you want a slow, calm environment, you want an uppity, cool, vibey place, I will be happy to provide that. And if you also want to move down here, you are talking to the right person. And that's it. I will conclude with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. If you guys could like it, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. And I will see you in another future video. Peace.